That intro music is so tight. Oh my god!
Thank you so much.
Man, that shit is fire.
It just gets me geeked every time that we do this show.
Where did you even find that?
It's actually royalty free. It's by a guy named.
I appreciate that.
I say it every time at the end of the show. Oh man, I forgot his name now. It's
okay. It's okay.
It's Bushwick Tarantella, and then the ad read music is Lobby Time, and they're both by Kevin MacLeod. His name is Kevin MacLeod.
Amazing.
I had to remember it and say it. Anyway, welcome everybody at home to Sandwich Talk Live. This is live. We're doing this right now. I'm talking to you, and this is me actually talking to you. So this is us. Hi, welcome. Anyway, if you've never tuned into Sandwich Talk Live before, it's an opportunity for me, Carlos, your host, to hang out with a friend of mine in their own home while I'm still in my own house. And we each make a sandwich utilizing our own ingredients in our own kitchen, and then we eat it in front of you guys. And you can do one at home. People have told me that it's a really good show to keep on in the background when you're cooking, or you could just watch us and, I don't know, play solitaire. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. Anyway, this show is going to be an opportunity throughout COVID to actually hang out with my friends. And now we're just keeping it going because it's been really cool. And I'm happy to say I've gotten to catch up with a lot of great friends because of it. And this next friend that I have up is no exception. He's incredible. He's a person that I rarely get to see anymore because he's just so busy. But he's been doing incredible things, not just with his own company, not just with his partners, not just with everybody that he's brought in to the community and the organization that he's built, but also in the community itself. He's been a part of the community. He's been working to fight the good fight across the board with everybody that's doing all the right things right now. And I'm proud to call him a friend. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you of Assemble Sound, my friend Garret Koehler.
Carlos, can I pay you to come with me and do my introduction every single time I have to introduce myself to anybody? That shit was way too generous.
Dude, you're a good person. You deserve it.
And man, that was sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I'm so excited to be on this show. I feel like I need to give you the warning that I'm a really shitty sandwich maker, which is actually surprising because up until COVID, I eat at least one meal a day at Subway, which is not something I'm proud of. But I don't know if that should make me either that should make me a sandwich connoisseur, or it explains why I'm so shitty at making sandwiches. I'm not sure which. But
have you got any tips from Subway?
I should, but the problem is I order literally one of two sandwiches every time. It's just because the Subway and the gas station at the Marathon gas station in Corktown by Assemble Sound is the only quick food that's open after 8 p.m. So it's either you go to Subway or you go to Gold Cash Gold or Slows, which are great places, but not great places if you are just trying to grab something real quick and then get back to the studio. So I've just developed this terrible Subway problem, to the point where people send me Subway gift cards all the time because they think it's hilarious. I don't know how I'm not sponsored yet. But I just get tuna or meatball subs, both of which are probably pretty gross and bad for me. But anyway, quarantine has been great because I've stopped my Subway habit because I'm Subway's going to give me corona. It's the life of me, and it'll be the death of me.
I don't know how you look so healthy.
It's probably because I stopped for corona. It's I haven't gone to Subway in 4 months.
Good.
Yeah. Good.
I mean, no offense against Subway. It's there when you need it, but you shouldn't be eating that every single day.
I know it's a problem, and that's why I'm stoked for this show because I'm hoping that I'm gonna learn a cool sandwich from you. Because the one that I'm gonna make, you're gonna be like, oh God, this kid clearly goes to Subway every day.
That's fine, dude. This show is completely open to all sandwiches. People have made pizza puffs on the show. I've made a burrito myself. I've made a burrito because why not? You can do whatever you want on the show. If you think it's a sandwich, make it.
I should have tapped into high school Garret used to put anything we would eat for dinner. Now I feel like this is the first time I really thought about this retroactively. Anything we would have for dinner the night before, I would put on bread and have it as a sandwich the next day. Probably because I was too lazy to make something new. So I would put like soup on bread. Like if my mom made pasta, I would put like pasta on bread. Like just literally anything I would put on bread. And I feel like that's the energy I needed to bring to this show. It's just the energy that I lost after my senior year of high school. Anyway, man, sandwich talk is sweet.
Dude, I've made a pasta sandwich before.
I bet you have, man. I mean, I feel like at this point you've got to make any potential sandwich, you've made it.
I mean, so I thought about that today, and I was just like, what do I make for this show? I've made a lot of different sandwiches, and I'm trying to do a different sandwich for every show.
Yeah.
Today I'm going to do something that's extremely simple that I just haven't done on the show before.
Oh man, I'm stoked to see it. To see it happen in real time.
Real quick, before we move on, I want to make sure that we mention for everybody at home, if you want to comment on YouTube, Facebook, while this stream is live, you can comment, and we've got Mark, who is this guy right here. Hey, Mark. Mark's going to be monitoring your comments, and then we'll bring him on at the end of the show, and he'll just ask any of the questions that you guys have at home. But now, moving on, Garret, dude, I am always impressed by everything that you're doing.
It's mutual, brother.
Thanks, man. You came from Chicago, and I'll never forget the day that I met you. I was walking past you with a packet of salsa, and you were walking past me with a bunch of people from ESPN.
That's amazing. Wait, was it downtown?
It was downtown, and I was like, I mean, this is when we were still doing the salsa mixes and guacamole.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah. Yep.
And I was just passing those around, thinking to myself, you know what? I'm going to just pass this over to everybody and anybody that I possibly can. It's just free marketing. There's a bunch of good people, new people in the city that I get the chance to let them know that I've got this company going on. Totally. And then you were standing there with a bunch of ESPN execs for the X Games, talking to them about how you could bring in the X Games to Detroit. You got all these insane people together to do this crazy video and this huge display of everything of why Detroit. Why Detroit? Why not any other city, and why just Detroit? And you, as an outsider, were able to paint an incredible picture.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I feel like for me, being an outsider in that situation was almost like an advantage in the sense that I was like, when I first started coming to Detroit from Chicago, and I lived in Chicago, this was almost a decade ago, just to visit. It was like I didn't have much context, so everything was just like, you know, I was just blown away by everything, you know, like all the people that I was meeting, all the work I was seeing be done, whether it was in music or visual art or like community organizing or urban agriculture, like every little thing I saw, I was just like, man, Detroit is it. Like, this is crazy. There's shit happening in this city that isn't happening anywhere else that I've been. And at that point, I feel like I'd lived other places and traveled a bunch, and I was just like, I can't believe it's only 4 hours from Chicago. Like, I got to pull the trigger. Like, what am I doing in Chicago? I got to move to Detroit. So, yeah, I feel like it was kind of to my advantage then, because when I got here, I was just like, I just want to share this. I just want to share this new city that I'm in love with people. And sometimes those were friends, and sometimes those were like ESPN executives or whoever was, you know.
I'm glad you did, man. I'm glad that you came here to the city because you ended up doing a lot more than that. You know, I think I remember sitting at it was Bamboo, the
co-working spot.
The co-working spot. And you did an interview there after all was said and done with ESPN. Because what's that?
You had to sit down with me and Kevin.
Yeah.
My partner at the time.
And I was with my partner at the time, Pat.
Yep.
And I remember you were talking about like X Games ended up going to Austin that year instead of Detroit. And you were like, it's okay because we were able to bring in all of these incredible creative people in the city. And you were saying you wanted to do something with all that. And I was like, dude, yes. Like, this guy sees it, understands it, and he's willing to add his mark now that he's understood it. And that's how Assemble Sound came about.
Yeah, dude, that's definitely the genesis. I think that the whole X Games run for me when I first moved to the city was like my first 8 months here was just the X Games bit. It was just like getting introduced to people at this rapid pace, and then giving people from out of town tours of the city. And yeah, it was just kind of easy to feed off that energy. During that stuff, we threw a bunch of shows, so I got to meet a bunch of the artists. I mean, the first show that we threw after losing the X Games bid was a release party for this rap duo, Pasalacqua, and Jax and Seth, who, you know, are Jax Anderson now, was Flint Eastwood. They had a side project called Sibling. They opened that show with Tunde Olaniran, and
Open Mike Eagle.
And Open Mike Eagle, yep. And it was because they had co-written this album with Pasalacqua, and that was the first show that we threw after losing the X Games bid. That was when I met Jax. It's when I met Seth, and it was out of that. It was sitting down at our like debrief of that show that we first chatted about us. That was like, we want to open up a collaborative recording space. That's what it was. It was Seth and Jax who came to me and said, "That's what our dream is." And you seem to like know how to send emails and like make somewhat organized spreadsheets. Can you help us? And yeah, the rest is kind of history. So it did. I guess it started with that X Games bid and losing that, and then just like doing exactly what you said, which is just like working with other creatives around the city to try to do some dope shit, and everything is just snowballed from that.
That show, I don't know how much that you know that you made an impact on everybody, but to this day, if anybody was at that show, they know that they witnessed something that was beyond beautiful. It was
crazy. That show was really crazy. I mean, yeah. So Brian Lackner, who is one half of Pasalacqua, posted up. It's been 6 years now since that show. It was in 2014, and he posted it up last week. Like, it's been 6 years, and I couldn't believe the comments on it that were like, "This is still like one of my favorite shows of all time." And
yeah.
I remember Open Mike Eagle, who no one even really knew at that point, and now has had so much success. We flew him in from California, and he was like, what the fuck? Like, again, just Detroit. Like, he was just like, how is this possible? Like, we're in this weird warehouse. There's like, 600 people packed in here. Is any of this even legit? Like, what? Like, this is crazy. Is any of it even legal? I remember at one point during that show, people had to move a car. There was a car that was illegally parked in front of the entrance, and no one would claim it. And I got on the mic and I was like, we have to move this car. Like, it has to get moved. And it was like a Volkswagen, like a Golf or something. And literally, there's a video of like 25 people lifting this car up and moving it. And I'm just like, that right there encapsulates the energy of that show. It was just crazy. So, yeah, we peaked early. We peaked early, man. No, it's been cool, man.
I'm really just thinking about that show. To be honest with you, like, that show made an impact on me, and I was already part of everything going on at the time. And my friends and I, we talk about that. We were actually fans of Open Mike Eagle at that time.
Really?
We were one of
You were really early on the Open Mike Eagle tip.
And we were like, wow, they got Open Mike Eagle in from Chicago. We didn't know they flew in from California. And we're just stoked on that. On top of that, we were already fans of Pasalacqua. We were fans of all of the different music that we had in the city at the time. And it was really cool to just kind of have all of those people collaborate. And we're like, whoa, what is this sibling shit? This is insane. Like, we know about Flint Eastwood, but damn, this is ridiculous. And
Sibling that night was crazy.
Oh my God, it was intense. So for everybody that remembers that show, you saw something beautiful. But more so, you were able to witness what was going to come about, and that became Assemble Sound.
Yeah.
So please, Garrett, for everybody at home that doesn't know what Assemble Sound is, tell us a little bit about what you do.
I feel like the genesis of Assemble Sound, which came out of that show, was really simple. And then when I talk about what we do, everyone kind of gets a little bit complicated or confusing because there's a lot of stuff, but it's actually super simple. The idea coming out of that show was, wouldn't it be dope if there was a creative space, specifically a recording studio, songwriting space in Detroit that was the whole purpose was facilitating collaborative songwriting. So getting artists out of, home studios, warehouse practice spaces, their recycling center studios, wherever these little garage rehearsal spaces, wherever these little isolated pockets were, and getting people from different sections of the city's musical landscape under one roof to write together, to learn about the industry together, share creative knowledge. The idea was that if we could create that space, we would see some crazy artist development happen from it. Like we would see artists essentially build the foundations for like real sustainable careers in music. And we were like, yeah, that's it. That's Assemble Sound. That's what we're going to set out to build. And at first we talked about it being maybe a nonprofit, but we were like, man, if we're trying to champion this idea that like creative collaboration, cooperation can be a foundation for success in music, then and lead to sustainable careers, like we ourselves have to be sustainable. So we got to figure out a business model for it. And that's where we met our third business partner, who is Nicole Churchill, who runs now our whole sync and supervision department. And the idea was if we could connect all these artists together who all have independent music catalogs, so music on hard drives that they've been making for years across the city, and we could bring that into ad agencies, film houses, TV studios, and go, this music's dope as fuck, and it's all independent. You should use it in your ads. You should use it in your TV shows. You should use it in your films. Not only could we make money for those artists in a way that hadn't been done previously for independent artists in Detroit, but we could use our portion of any money we got to fund the studio space and this sort of creative incubator space. So that's what it started off with space, and then Sync and Supervision Company, which is the music company that does music for commercials, TV shows, films. And it's kind of all evolved from there. So now when you look at it, Assemble Sound is a music company that still runs the artist residency, has 4 studios. The church is under construction, but now we've got a temporary studio space. We run the artist residency. Right now we've got 15 artist residents, 24/7 access to a studio for free for an entire year. That one's in partnership with Stroh's. We don't touch your intellectual property. You own everything you make. You get developmental programming once a week. We then started the Assemble U series, which is COVID. We're not doing the panel series right now, but the industry education panels we would do once a month. And then on top of sort of that, we built a company that manages a select few artists, some that you guys probably know about, Jack Sanderson, Sam Austin's, Sienna Liggins, and then, some newer ones that people are probably starting to see us post up more, like White Rose Moxie. And then we have, we just this year launched the record label side of the business, which is exciting. I'm super stoked about. So starting to fund actual releases and put out music.
Hell yeah.
And then we're still doing all the, Nicole's crushing it. You're doing music for Hulu, HBO, ESPN, it's
HBO.
Yeah, it's fun, man. So it's we're just trying to keep doing the same shit we were doing 5 years ago, which is create space for artists to make great music, get better at their craft, learn about the industry, learn about what it means to be a business owner in the industry, and hopefully be one of many outlets in the city for artists, producers, songwriters to build sustainable careers. So that's what we're trying to do.
Congratulations, man. You've done so great. And I'm proud to see you keep doing it. I'm proud to see you with a smile on your face, even though you're constantly on the phone, constantly in the emails. You're pushing, and it's so great to know that you're doing it the right way. I have to tell you, too, So one day you guys were on the news. I don't know exactly what it was. Maybe it was a Channel 4 or Channel 2, one of those things.
Yeah.
My mom hits me up, and she goes, Carlos, do you know about Assemble Sound? They're Motown, right?
That's amazing.
Like, what? She goes, yeah, they're like Motown, but today they're big, they're good. I'm like, what? My mom knows about Assemble? Like,
That's incredible. We peaked. I told you we peaked. We peaked with Carlos's mom. Oh my God, that's crazy. No, that's amazing.
Yeah, if my mom knows about it, then it means that you're really doing well. Because my mom doesn't find out about too much in Detroit unless I tell her.
That's incredible, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's been so cool to see you and everybody that's been a part of the team there. Big shouts to you mentioned, Jax, Seth, Nicole, Kaylin Waterman, who's doing the shit.
Running now the residency's legit because we got Kaylin running it. It's so tight.
She's been killing it with you guys and everybody that's been there. You just hear all of these beautiful new sounds and it's cool to see it on TV. It's cool to hear it in commercials and see like what's coming from that. But to know that you guys are putting out a label now and everybody's releasing as well. What's been nice is this is given an opportunity for Detroit musicians to understand what the proper ways of doing production, touring, merch, licensing, all of these things that aren't necessarily just taught to you. You're helping in that.
Yeah, I mean, it's trial by fire in this industry, that's for sure. And, hopefully we'll fuck up a bunch enough in front of artists that they see how not to do shit. But yeah, man, it's been a learning process. And like you said, I mean, you just started listening to the team. The team has grown to, 11. We're about to be 12 people, which is crazy. Like that's like a 12-person staff on a music company is that's no small feat. And to do that outside of LA, outside of New York, like that's the only reason that we're able to do the things that we're doing right now is because of that team. So you named a couple, but I mean, that's it. Like I don't know shit about merch, but Shaq, Nicole Shackelford, she knows everything about merch, right? Ryan Kerrigan.
I know about Jackson Shaq. They used to live in my building and they used to watch my cat.
They've got they know how to watch cats. So amazing. I forgot that you live in the same building as them.
Yeah. All right. So we've talked about Assemble. We talked a little bit about sandwiches, but now it's time to really talk about sandwiches.
Let's go.
Before we do that, I want to show you. I want to see what your house looks like, what your apartment. You just moved in here. Show me your picture.
I'll show it to you, but like literally, we just got our couch. So, but the best part is like outside. So I moved into the pavilion. So we're in my living room here. Let me see if I can. Hold on. I'm gonna back up. So when you walk in, let's see here. Can you see this? So like this is where the kitchen table is gonna go right now. We're like, so I live in here with my girlfriend Ellen Rutt. She's an artist. I just let her kind of do everything. So she's like, I have an idea for a table. I'm gonna have my friend Simon build one. It's gonna be sick. And I'm like, sick. Let's do that. We're gonna do. Those are all my books in crates and speakers not hooked up. But we definitely got the plant game going because we got the natural light. Let me see. I'll walk back. I think, boom. Ellen's pillow corner she's been working on, which is just like she's just going to make a little corner to sit on the floor in.
And it's like done in the style of Ellen Rutt, too. Which
yeah.
Like.
The pavilion has these like, so this is in the pavilion in Lafayette Park. And all the units have these like tiny kitchens. So we're going to be like cramped in together to make the sandwich. This wall, like they refuse to take out. And I'm like, guys, it's not even load bearing. Just take it out. It's so tight.
It's like 1.5 inches of a wall.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't think you need to see the bathroom except for it's got a sweet Ellen Rutt shower curtain. Got to see the shower curtain though. So I'll show you the bathroom.
I'll order one of those offline if I can.
Then there's just a little bedroom, man, and that's it. That's the bedroom's in there.
Beautiful.
And that's it. But we don't have any art up or anything yet, just plants. And every night now I get to look at I mean, the Pavilion is the best secret in Detroit. This place is incredible. But every night now, I just get to like look at Detroit, and it's so sick.
It's right there. I love that city.
I love that city too, bud.
Show me inside your fridge.
Inside the fridge?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Really bad. I got a grocery shop. So I am on a grocery shopping schedule. Let's see here. You got. Hold on. I got a laptop situation. We got the Anthony's double stacked in the fridge. We got almond milk. We've got dairy-free coconut milk yogurt alternative for breakfast, which I usually make like let's see. Down here we got our produce, which would be there's a giant bag of kale, spinach for smoothies in the morning. And then what I do is like at the beginning of the week, like this is all carrots chopped up, peppers chopped up, onions chopped up in here. So I'll just chop up a bunch of vegetables and then throughout the week just throw that shit in everything. What else? I have Savia.
I'm a smoothie boy too, dude. Every single morning.
Oh, it's the best.
I have to do it.
It's the best. What else is in here? I don't know. That's a good highlights, right?
Hell yeah, dude. Looks great. And it shows that you're a lot healthier than eating Subway every day. So I'm proud.
That's why I think I actually lost like 10 or 15 pounds in quarantine because of it. I've been running every day too. I didn't run before this, and I've just been going crazy. I saw you the other day.
I saw you. I was riding your bike and you were running.
Totally. Man, I didn't even recognize you because you had like at first because you had a helmet on and like sunglasses, the whole thing. But yeah, I've been picked up with crazy run hand. I'm taking out my sandwich stuff while I'm in here. Is that cool?
Talk to me about what you're going to be making today, and I'll tell you about mine.
All right, cool. So let me see here. I'm deciding my ingredients as I go. So I don't, because of Subway, I never made sandwiches at home, but I actually just switched over. What I do to eat is I pretty much find a couple things and then just get stuck on it for weeks at a time. Yeah. So like, I'm going to make the wrap that I've been making like every day, which I find to be so delicious. And I got everything out for it. I'm going to plate out. Let me see here. I'm going to also put down my computer. So the one thing about these kitchens is they're tiny. So if I want you to be able to see me, wait, we got to go this way because of the light. Okay. Hold on.
That's beautiful.
We good?
Perfect. I can see you. I can see the fridge. I can see the ingredients. Perfect. Okay. All right, cool. Well, then in that case, I'm going to tell you. So
tell me.
Like I mentioned, I've made a lot of different sandwiches on the show, but one sandwich that has actually been the favorite of a lot of the guests on the show has been a BLT.
BLT. Come on. That's are you cooking bacon?
I'm going to make a BLT today. Hell yeah, dude. But I don't have regular bread because I've got the bolillos, the regular Mexican bolillo. This is the bread that I use pretty often. It's nice and squishy. I'm gonna cut this open. I'm gonna make some some buttery bread right there on the stovetop.
You're making buttery bread. All right. We'll compare ingredient by ingredient.
Hell yeah.
You got buttery bread. Wait, how do you pronounce that style of bread though in Spanish?
Well, it's spelled Bolillo. But it's pronounced bolillo.
Bolillo.
Yeah, so the double L has like a J.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so.
By the way, this is the worst. This is the only bad part of the pavilion is you're going to have to look at this. They have metal underneath the cabinets. So like this is like rusted. And I was like, so maybe I'll put it down and you're going to see it.
Yeah, that works. I can see you back there. All right, cool. So while you're getting your ingredients together, let's go on a quick ad break. We got to talk about one of our sponsors, Casamara Club. Hell yeah. All right, Casamara Club. Sandwich Talk is brought to you in part by Casamara Club. Inspired by the history and traditions of Italian Amaro, these Bon Appetit magazine highly recommended soft drinks, based out of here in Detroit, are balanced, buoyant, and food friendly. And highlighting the natural vibrancy of farmed ingredients, you can find these 4 varieties available all over the country today by checking out their website at CasamarAClub.com. He's a good friend of mine. Garrett, you're just getting a chance to try Casamara Club for the first time. What do you think?
I'm in. I'm getting more of these. Where can I get them?
You can get them all over Detroit. So, I mean, basically any place that you shop, really. We've got them at, if you want to go to 8 Degrees Plato, they've got it like in the non-alcoholic area. They've got them at Rocco's where you can get a good sandwich too. They got them at Mudgie's. They got them in a bunch of places. These I love. Oh, yeah, and then also you can pick them up at Anthology Coffee, another one of the sponsors. Go into Anthology, pick up a coffee, pick up some Casamara. You can pick up some chips and salsa. It's all there. All right, cool. So you're getting started on your sandwich. I'm going to get started on mine. First things first, I just want to cut this thread, but since we're doing bacon, I think bacon's probably going to have to be my first thing.
Man, I'm jealous you're about to eat bacon. Can you say
Why are you going about it? Just like walk us through what you're doing while you're doing it.
Yeah, while you get bacon started, I'll tell you, because I'm doing a wrap, I typically start with like the spread. So I usually do like a hummus on it, but this weekend at Eastern Market, I found this dude selling plant-based super dip.
Yeah.
The radical plants.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I got to try it. So I picked this up on Saturday and I've been trying it this week. It's I think I'm into it. It's just like a plant-based dip that sort of like could be used to replace any sort of sauce. He's got a ton of different flavors. This is gonna be chipotle lime.
Tossing 4 pieces of bacon on them.
Woo! 4 pieces. Make me one, bro. Come on.
Yeah, dude. You know what? 5 pieces. Why not? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've got enough bacon. Let's do this.
So I used chipotle lime super dip, plant-based, and now I'm gonna throw on a classic Grey Poupon.
Ooh. Little bit Grey Poupon.
It'll be a Grey Poupon.
You remember that? Did you remember watching that commercial when we were kids?
Of course, dude. As soon as
Do you happen to have any Grey Poupon?
Yeah.
Let me do a quick swap over. So, if you've noticed, I've got this koozie in front of me. My friend Bart Dangus, who's been on the show before, he's a stand-up comic, has also started to print some shirts. And he started doing these for me. These are the reprint of a shirt that I did about 5 or 6 years ago. It's the Detroit Guac City shirt.
Oh, man, that's incredible.
So, he hooked it up with a great print job. We've got some shirts available if you hit me up on Instagram. But also, today, if you were to hit me up on Instagram today, first person that hits me up about this koozie wins it. That's it. I'm going to bring it to you. If you live in Detroit, though, just as long as you live in Detroit.
And it gets delivered?
Hell yeah, it gets delivered.
That's incredible. Hey, I'm throwing some spinach on mine right now. I got to as much any time I can put spinach into my diet now, I'm doing it.
Dude, every single morning I've got like handfuls of spinach in my smoothie.
Me too, man. What else do you put in your smoothie?
So I do spinach. I do, let's see, carrot, peanut butter, apple, orange, banana. I also do a little steel cut oats. And then I'm missing something. Oh, frozen blueberries.
Oh, wow. You got it. That's a serious smoothie.
Dude, I don't play.
Man. All right. I'm throwing on. So I'm doing, I started doing wraps for lunch earlier this month. And before that, I've been like pretty much doing vegetarian diet.
Okay.
I've been trying to for quarantine. But then I switched over to wraps for lunch, and I was like, game over, lunch meat all day. I'm tapping back into my childhood lunch meat situation, and I'm doing a Black Forest ham.
Ooh.
On top of the spinach here.
Black Forest ham. So, do you have a favorite sandwich by the chance?
I think that in general, if I'm going out to eat and like going to like Mudgee's, name your sandwich place.
Yeah.
I'm a big tuna salad guy. So I'm like getting a lot. I'm usually doing tuna salad sandwiches. I fuck with the BLT too. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I can't say that because you're making it right now.
You can say it. You can say it all day.
It's gonna make me jealous. But what else? Egg salad sandwich. Oh, I haven't had one of those in a minute. I used to eat a lot of egg salad sandwiches. What else? What other types of sandwiches?
It's starting to smell crispy over here. Can I show you what's going on? I'm just gonna show you what's going on over here.
Please.
Welcome to my apartment. Welcome to my bacon. There we go, baby.
God,
There we go.
incredible.
I'm gonna flip these boys over. We're looking crispy. We're looking like we're getting there a little bit.
Hey, I just threw a tiny little bit of oven roasted turkey in this wrap too. And we're gonna go all out. I'm gonna put in a little bit of chicken as well.
Nice. Wow. 3 meats.
3 meats is aggressive, but it's just like little pieces. I'm not doing like.
I do not play. This guy does not play. Love it.
I know it's from someone who literally like I put a plant-based spread on here and then put 3 meats. Dairy-free yogurt in the morning, but I'm about to put cheddar cheese on this.
Hell yeah, dude. What kind of cheese? Like, is it just like store brand? Is it?
Honestly, I was at Whole Foods on Sunday, and I was like, I know I'm making wraps this week for lunch, so what's already cut and waiting on the shelf, so I don't have to have them slice it. And they just had good old sharp cheddar cheese. I'm
breaking up this lettuce here. I want some just fresh romaine lettuce. I like the crunch, so I'm going to leave most of the crunch in it for me. But right now, I just sliced up my lettuce, or my tomato rather. I got chopped up the lettuce here. Give me another piece of lettuce. Why not? We got 5 pieces of bacon here. We might as well make it beefy.
Can you put cheese on a sandwich without eating it in the process?
Ooh.
I do not take cheese out of my fridge without eating it before putting it on whatever I'm doing. That's man.
I've done it on the sandwich or on this show the sandwich show a bunch. And you're right. I don't know why sometimes I like the cheese, but I feel like it's something that like I just subconsciously don't do for the audience. But when I'm making one at home for me, yeah, hell yeah, I'll eat the cheese.
You're doing it, but you're good at censoring yourself.
Yeah.
The last thing I'm gonna put on Greek pepperoncinis. Like the other thing about pepperoncinis is I love drinking the oil out of the bottle. It's so good. And I'll save like the jar afterwards, even if it's just oil and there's no peppers left, to put into like any kind of tequila drink. Pepperoncini, like oil in it. Oh, incredible! I don't even know if it's actually like oil. It's just whatever the juice is. That's
I'm making something that I've made on the show 3 times now, which is Kewpie mayo, Valentina hot sauce, and Maggi, all mixed up together, and that's gonna be my sauce on this.
So you make the sauce.
I've been making the sauce. I think I started doing it because of the ceviche sandwich that I did on the show, which I later did as a pop-up. But I really like it, and I've done it a couple of times now just for myself and also on the show. So it just kind of comes out like that.
Dude, have you been able to do pop-ups during Corona?
I did one. That was with DCD and Bobine Fine Foods.
Okay.
And it was really cool because I got to do just a ceviche sandwich. Something that I love that I did on the show. I did it with Chef Godwin of Yum Village.
Oh, man.
What's that?
How's he doing?
From what I saw, he's doing better. I haven't talked to him. I went to the store and I dropped off some chips and salsa for his team because I know that they've been busy still, regardless of him doing it.
He's the best dude. I saw that post and threw some money into the GoFundMe, man. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah, I love him, dude.
He's
really, truly one of the most beautiful, kind-hearted people that you'll ever meet in the city.
Yeah, man, and a hustler too, man. All of you guys who do startup stuff in the food, beverage world, food product world, any of that stuff is just insane to me. Like people say the music industry is crazy for doing startups. The food bev is just nuts to me. This is absolutely nuts. It's such a grind.
It's a hustle, dude. I love doing it though. I mean, it's where the passion is, right? I mean, you wouldn't be doing what you did if it wasn't for the passion. And also the fact that you get to see the effect, you get to see the people that you currently affect and the lives that you affect because of what you do.
So I feel like I wish I would have put the cheese on the bottom because I'm about to do this wrap, and I feel like it looks terrible because I put the cheese on the top. I don't know.
Add more cheese then, dude.
No, it looks too terrible. I feel like the colors of this are really disappointing. I need to put the spinach like on the top, makes it look like healthier and nicer.
I don't think it's gonna matter because it's gonna get wrapped up anyway. You're gonna slice it in half and you're just gonna see the inside.
I'm not even gonna slice it in half, bro.
No?
No, I'm not planning on eating this one half at a time.
So I don't know if you just saw, but I ended up just cutting this open and buttering the inside of this bolillo here. So we're getting ready to toss that on. What I'm gonna do first though is I am going to take a paper towel, put it on top of my trusty plate here, or I toss that bacon right on there.
Man, now I feel like I gotta cut it in half.
All right, we got some bacon here. That bacon is ready. I'm just gonna let that sit for a second while I toast up this here bun. Right in the bacon grease too. I don't know if you mess like that, but
say it again.
Just take this bacon grease that I got here. And
yeah. Wow.
Woo! Yeah. Bacon fried bun.
Man. Dude, I can't cook bacon.
What's that?
I can't cook bacon. It's terrible.
Why? What do you mean?
I'm afraid to admit this in public on the internet show, but I have like a weird like OCD with smells, and bacon smells amazing, but I hate the way that like bacon smell lingers in a place after the bacon experience is done. So like if I walk into a kitchen and it smells like bacon, or I'm wearing a shirt and it smells like bacon, but the eating experience is done, it freaks me out. I like that with any food. Any food smells. It's very strange. It's like an obsessive compulsive disorder thing. I probably could get diagnosed for it. Like food smells in my hand.
You definitely can't work in a kitchen ever. You cannot work in a kitchen, dude.
Oh no. There's a reason I've never done that in my entire life.
All right, so if you see here, I got one side. I just flipped it over so we can get the other side going, but it's crisping up pretty good.
Dude, I got my wrap ready.
You're ready. You're way ahead of me, dude.
I'm waiting. I'm not taking a bite yet.
No, don't take a bite until we're ready.
No. I'm not about to do that. Don't worry.
In the meantime, though, if you want to crack open some snacks and start that snack break before me, you can.
I mean, I'm not going to say no to that, bud. I'm not going to say no.
I got both sides. I don't know if you can see this, but it's soaked in the grease and the butter. Oh, shit. We're good. That's okay. Holy shit. We just took a little bit of that, and that's delicious. All right, what I'm going to do is both sides here. I'm going to do this little Kewpie mayo mixture. I've been using Kewpie a lot on this show just because I have a good amount of Kewpie. But I also like Duke's mayo. I don't know if you like mayonnaise at all.
I've never been a big mayonnaise person.
Neither was I until I started really kind of like digging into the different ways that I could use mayo to my advantage.
You should say use mayo to your advantage.
You heard what I said. All right, so we got the bottom here, that's the bottom right there. Just gonna do this bed o lettuce. Drop some lettuce on the ground. That's okay. That's for the cat, or for me. I don't care. All right, so we got tomatoes that I'm building into this boy here. All right, and then let's take this here bacon. 1 strip, 3 strip, 5 strip.
You did all 5?
Oh, did I do all 5?
Did I do all 5? He says. Oh my god.
All right, let me.
How frequently do you eat sandwiches? Like you have a show about sandwiches. I feel like you must eat them routinely.
No, I eat sandwiches extremely often though. Typically, if there's a sandwich that I feel like I need to try, I'm gonna go eat it. And then aside from that, I mean, if I just have bread in the house, I'll just make sandwiches already. But for the most part, at home, I don't really eat sandwiches too much at home unless I'm doing this show or if I have the bread for it.
Are you will you eat sandwiches for dinner or only for lunch?
I eat sandwiches all the time, dude. That doesn't
Whenever
matter.
you want. You'll eat sandwiches for breakfast. Oh, that's by far the best sandwich is the just like a morning egg sandwich. Egg, cheese, maybe a little bit of bacon, whatever it is.
Good breakfast sandwich. I love it, dude.
Dude,
All right, I'm gonna show you this boy here. You gotta put that boy out. Ooh, right?
Wow.
This is a BL.
Bud, that looks amazing.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's take this break. I gotta get some snacks. You got yours open. Here's my chip. Ain't any snack break time. As you can tell, I already made my way through this bag of chips pretty good. I got hungry last night. I got a salsa here somewhere.
I'm sure you do.
Oh. Oh yeah. This one's good. This one's real good. I got a mild salsa here.
Boom.
Ooh. What are you rocking over there? What kind of salsa?
Come on, bud. What are you doing? Little Anthony's high five medium.
Nice.
Dude. It's so good. It's so good. You know what I love too is like I was checking out at Whole Foods last week and there's just a wall of your chips going down the register. Like, how do you even get that product placement? It's crazy.
It's taken me a little while, but I'm very fortunate.
I mean, it's like an 8-foot wall of Anthony's chips just going down the front of the register. It's sick.
I'm very, very thankful to Whole Foods. I'm thankful to all of the other stores that have supported us for so long. I'm thankful to all of the different people in the city that have helped us out, bought us, talked about us. It's all thanks to everybody that I just mentioned and more that Anthony's is still a company that we're still running, that we're able to make this product for all of you. So thank you all so much. We make chips, we make salsa, and we make guacamole every single Saturday at Eastern Market. If you want to buy it, you can buy it. Aside from that, I'm working with local companies right now. I'm partnering with them. We just came out with Anthony's pimento cheese as a partnership. In the market. I partner with Josh of Anthology and Jason of Cosmara Club right here to do home deliveries every single Tuesday. And if you want to order, you can order just the link in the Anthony's Instagram or Facebook will send you directly to the shopping cart. Aside from all that, we're sold in stores. So thank everybody for picking us up. Check us out in Kroger. If you didn't know, you can pick up Anthony's chips in Kroger. You can check us out in the Whole Food stores all over Michigan. And then whatever you want to do, just snack hard, guys. Enjoy. All right. That was a good snack break. I'm glad we did that.
I'm actually not done with these snacks.
No, please, snack away, dude.
This is the problem with chips and salsa is whenever I open a bag and a thing of salsa, it's like an entire meal. Why am I even going to eat my wrap when I got chips and salsa?
That's fair. That is totally fair.
I'm mad I didn't put salsa on the wrap.
I think you can still do that by like when you eat it, bite by bite, you can just pour the salsa right on there.
Dip it in. The wrap.
Ooh, look at that. Show us that. Yeah.
The cross section of the wrap is actually pretty nice.
Dude, I love that. That's beautiful.
It's a really nice fold. I feel like that's you could take a picture of that and it would look great.
Mm-hmm. That is here. You know what? Let's side by side these boys.
Okay, hold on. Let me put both halves on the plate. I feel like I need some garnish or something on the plate.
That's beautiful. Dang, dude, I like your sandwich a lot. That looks so good.
Yours is literally a gourmet. Serve it at Mudgee's. That shit looks so good.
Thanks, dude. It's the bread. It's the glisten of all the butter, the bacon fat. Believe me, this isn't a healthy sandwich. All it has lettuce and tomato. The only piece of maybe health that it has to it. Aside from that, this is a big sandwich.
You know what, though? You've earned it, bud.
Ooh. We are looking like we are frozen. Are we frozen?
Am I frozen?
Am I frozen?
I think you're frozen.
Did we freeze here?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
That's okay.
I don't think I'm frozen.
Let's see where we're at here.
Just
there we go. We're back. I was frozen.
Sound is good.
Sound is good. I'm good. You're good.
When do we get to eat this wrap?
Right now. I want you to walk me through layer by layer what bite.
I'm walking you through layer by layer what's in the wrap. I'm gonna do it while Carlos is getting back on.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Oh, there. Now you're back. You're back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks.
We've got a Chipotle lime plant-based sauce from Superplant, Eastern Market. We've got spinach. We've got Grey Poupon. We've got Black Forest ham, oven roasted turkey, roasted chicken, small little bits of each. You don't need, that's a lot of meat. Don't need to be gratuitous. American sharp cheddar cheese, Greek pepperoncini sliced. And I'm definitely going to dip this in Auntie's salsa before I take the first bite. 100%.
Yeah!
Tell me when I can go.
That's so sick, dude. Please. Okay, go for it. Take a bite, dude. Tell us what you think.
I'm doing it with the salsa, too. I got to make sure I get enough salsa.
Good bite.
And then, that's so solid. It's honestly amazing. I'm like, this is literally like just like a deli meat sandwich that you would make when you were in 6th grade. And it tastes sweet. I'm in. I'm super in.
That is a good everyday lunch sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so happy that you're doing that and you're not doing the previous fast food spot that we talked about.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I mean, it's way better.
You're making it at home. You're saving your money.
It's cheaper. You save money. Although I have so many gift cards to Subway that I never like spend money at Subway anymore. It's the best. That's how we keep this almost afloat. Is I don't spend any money. I just eat Subway gift card food.
I just realized my pan was still on. That's not good. But we're good. It's just bacon fat that's just, you can see it just kind of smoking here.
I'm ready to hear about your sandwich, bud.
Let's talk about it, dude. All right. So first of all, I'm going to cut it in half for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Want to make sure that everything just kind of stays inside there. Just so we can talk about it layer by layer. Get that cross section going.
So I make this wrap a lot. And I'm so happy that I just discovered Auntie's salsa on the wrap.
Yes.
That shit is a game changer.
All right. Check that out.
Oh, hold on. You left. You coming back, bud?
Where'd I go? I'm back.
You're back.
You got me?
I don't, but I don't want to assume that maybe everyone else has you, and I don't. I got a black screen with you.
Oh, let's ask Mark. Mark, can you see me? Hang on 1 second. This is interesting.
I gotta go get my soda.
Hang on. Mark, can you see me all right?
I can see you. Your picture's a little bit grainy. It might be a bad reception issue, but we can hear you fine. So keep talking.
And I can see you now too. So
yeah,
all right,
you're back.
Let's get Mark back off. Then I'll see you in a bit, Mark. All right, cool. So Hopefully this isn't grainy. Hopefully you can see everything. I'm going to try to stand super still. We've got here a BLT. I've got it in a bolillo bun with mayo, or Kewpie mayo, Valentina hot sauce, salsa Maggi, mixed up on a buttered and toasted bun in bacon grease with bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
You're a legend. You're an absolute legend.
Cheers to everybody at home.
Cheers, brother. Wow. I'm enjoying that for you. I bet it's bacony. I'm actually just going to let the silence. We're just going to sit in the silence. Yeah. Just you can moan a little bit.
Wow, dude.
I bet it's crazy.
It's the best BLT I've ever had.
Oh, man, easily. It's the best BLT I've ever had, and I'm not even eating it. It's literally the best I've ever had just watching it.
Wow, dude.
Man.
That's a good sandwich.
You really know how to do this shit. You
Dude,
are.
when you talk about classic sandwich, that's what you're looking for.
Man.
That's as real as it gets. That's as old school. Doesn't get any better than that because it's just simple. 3 ingredients with a dressing on a bread. Boom.
But it's just the way that you prepare each of those 3 ingredients. I mean, the fact that you toasted the bread in the bacon grease. I mean, it's next level, man. I'm impressed. Very impressed. I'm inspired, too. I'm inspired. I got to up my game.
I would not suggest to eat one of these every day.
Yeah. Man.
However, a lot of people in my family ate bacon until the moment that they died when they were in their 90s. So
it's like, who really knows, dude? My grandma's been drinking a half a bottle of wine every day since she was like 30, and she just turned 91. Like, it's I don't know. Sometimes I'm not sure there's a recipe for success in this game.
I love the picture of you eating your grandma's head.
Yeah, no, that was we were probably both drinking a half bottle of wine at that point. That was we share a birthday, so that was on our shared birthday, I think. Unless that was Christmas together. I don't know. We hang out a couple times a year, and it's always the best. So, yeah.
My apartment is so smoky right now. There's so much bacon fat in the air.
See, it's good while you're eating. If I walked in there like 10 minutes from now when you're done, I'd be freaking out. It'd be a problem.
Sure. If you smell me when I get done with this, you'll be like, oh, you got to stay away.
Yeah. Most people will be super into it. Like and maybe this is something I feel like if there's anyone who can do this that I know, you're the person. But I feel like if you can do a BLT, like a bacon grease toasted BLT fragrance and market that to men and women, I think you would just crush it.
I feel like that's got to be a thing already. Bacon was so like it was a hot button throughout the early 2000s that like everybody and their mom came out with like bacon candles, bacon foot cream,
bacon foot cream.
Whatever, dude.
That's incredible.
There was that one show that like just had bacon piles on everything. They were like one of the first YouTube sensations. I forgot what they were called.
YouTube. Oh my god.
That leads us to today, where we make sandwiches.
Yeah, it's a return. It's a return to the origins of bacon.
Hey.
What kind of sandwich between 2 fat pieces of bread with a little bit of lettuce and tomato. And a crazy sauce, man. That sauce is impressive.
Dude, thank you. It's seriously so simple. If you ever get Kewpie mayo, it's incredible.
I'm gonna have to tap in because I have learned to appreciate just the power of a good sauce. I've been starting to buy like soy products for chicken and like fake chicken and stuff, and like I always get those buffalo soy nuggets that they make at Whole Foods. because the sauce, it just tastes like buffalo chicken. It's insane. All you need is a good sauce, and anything tastes like whatever the sauce is supposed to make it taste like.
All you need is a good sauce. Wow.
Good sauce, man.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a probably metaphor for stuff way beyond food.
Yeah, in a good song, you just need the sauce in there.
Yeah,
sauce. Can you still see me all right? Am I grainy? Am I okay?
You're a black box right now, but it's cool, bro. I can hear your voice. And I think Mark maybe can see you.
That's Mark right.
Well, there we go.
How am I doing? Am I okay?
You're good. I can see you back now. Looks like you're back on the stream as well. We got a question if you guys want to answer one. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Ooh.
I mean,
we've answered this question on the show before, but what's your answer to that, Garrett?
I mean, you're the authority. I would say I do not classify a hot dog as a sandwich. The reason I don't is because I grew up outside Chicago and I had hot dogs probably 5 nights a week. I feel like it was like the special treat. My dad would take me to like the hot dog stand like a couple blocks away, and I had a sandwich for lunch, and like a hot dog was like a dinner delicacy to me. Like hot dog, mustard, sports peppers, 2 of them fried. Like it's dinner. Like I can't. It's not a sandwich. I don't want to degrade a hot dog like that. Yeah. Although I don't want to. I also don't want to degrade sandwiches. But like a hot dog is something more. It's something more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think a hot dog is a different category entirely.
Okay. Great. I'm good. I thought you were going to disagree, and I would have immediately yielded to whatever you said. I would not have argued with you about it. So I'm happy that I don't even have to admit that I'm wrong.
No, I honestly think that a hot dog is a hot dog. I mean, it's classified as that. If the way that I see it is, if somebody were to say, "Hey, I'm going to go get you guys some sandwiches," and they come back with hot dogs,
that's it, dude. That is it. That is the litmus test right there.
Yeah.
Or if someone said, "I'm going to eat hot dogs and brought back sandwiches," that would be.
We would be confused.
Yeah.
We would be really confused.
I would end a friendship over that.
Yeah, I would question my friendship with the person for sure.
We wouldn't hold it against you.
At least for like 2 weeks, you know.
So thank you very much, Mark. You can still see me? We're good?
Oh, you're frozen up again, it looks like.
Yeah, that's so weird, dude. I don't understand why. My internet.
We refresh or check the battery, but it's kind of getting close to the end. But yeah, if I remove you and add you, it sometimes fixes it. So let me do that real quick. There we go.
Are we good?
I think you're still frozen, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
We can hear you though, so go ahead and take us out if you want.
Podcasts are hot right now, Carlos. They're real hot, and we just got a good podcast going right now.
All right, cool. Let me try this.
Yep.
And then that. Are we good again or no?
You're good.
I'm good. You can see this.
Let's go.
Moving hands.
What am I doing?
Directing traffic. Yeah.
That's correct.
Landing.
All right, cool. So, Garrett, I wanted to ask you, like, how do people find out about Assemble? How do they find out about the artists that you're working with, about what you've got going on?
It's easy, man. AssembleSound.com. We're Assemble Sound on Instagram, Assemble Sound on Twitter. I don't tweet very much, so that won't do you too much good. But yeah, just go to the website. Everything you can need is there. Can't wait till the church is done and people can come just visit us in person again. And yeah, it's all there, man.
Cool. And then you personally have been doing a lot of work as well, just throughout the city with everything going on in the Black Lives Matter movement as well. You're working with a lot of different local artists. You obviously work with Ellen as well. Just big shout to Ellen Rutt and everything that she's done in the city as well. So shouts to your network, shouts to your community, and thank you again for everything that you do here in the city. I'm happy to call you a friend, man. Yeah,
man. It's mutual respect all around, dude. I'm so proud of even just witnessing the journey of you and your company the last couple of years. And I can't believe we haven't done this yet. So it was sick to break bread with you, catch up a little bit. And yeah, man, just thank you for always being such a supportive person to everyone I know in this city. who's trying to do anything, you're always the champion and sort of just like that voice of encouragement. So it's super appreciative, and I hope you hear that all the time, because I know there's hundreds of people who feel that way. So
thanks, man. That means a lot. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it all comes back to real recognizing real, you know?
Yes, sir.
For everybody at home, I want to thank you all at home as well. I want to make sure that, can you see me? Am I paused? Are we good?
Good.
I have to check this out all the time now. I want to thank our producer / friend / comment creator / guy that we brought in a bunch, Mark. He does improv as well. Check him out. I guess just, I don't know, keep checking out the show. And he's been doing different things, I'm sure. Mark, can you tell us a little bit about how we can check you out?
I think I'm on Facebook, but I don't really look at it too much. I'm on Instagram, but I've kind of cut off from all digital stuff right now. I'm here. You can check me out here. I like watch the YouTube comments, so we can like chat on there a little bit. I mean, cool. Planet Ant, once we get going back at Planet Ant, who puts on this podcast, we can definitely see us there. Yeah. So hopefully that's soon. But yeah, thanks for yeah. I'm not a social media presence at all. So,
but you are on stage. So thank you to Mark. Oh shit, sorry. Thank you to Planet Ant as well. Mark mentioned Planet Ant. This is a Planet Ant media podcast, video cast. Check out different Planet Ant podcasts as well, all throughout their different streams. Mask Off every Friday. Homerphilia is back with Simpsons podcast. There's a bunch of different other people that are doing things. On top of that, I'm doing a segment with Kumquat Corner, which is a news kind of spoof sketch show, and you can watch that tomorrow night live as well, or just watch that on the Planet Ant YouTube channel. It airs tomorrow night. Aside from that, our theme music is Bushwick Tarantella. Our ad read music is Lobby Time, both by Kevin MacLeod. I want to thank Parker Hammond, who's done a lot of production work on the show and is still in the background at some point in time here and there. I want to thank Zach Bridges, the producer of the audio podcast that we do and we've done for the last 2 years. I want to thank Michael Zuber, our mustard valet, Carl Malone, my mailman, Chief Miles O'Brien, as always. And then on top of that, I just really want to thank everybody at home. You guys are keeping me happy, keeping me motivated, keeping me constantly figuring out what's next and what I can do and what we can all do to make ourselves better and keep this city, keep our community, keep the world moving forward in the most positive way. So thank you all very much for supporting. I love you all. I hope you guys got hungry. Garrett, you're the fucking man, dude. I love you too.
Love you too, bro. Thanks for having me, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I hope you guys got hungry. Happy sandwich and goodbye.